Let's reflect on the readings for today, drawing from the rich tradition and wisdom of the Scriptures. Reading 1. King David, after taking a census of the tribes of Israel, felt the weight of his actions and recognized his sin before the Lord. He pleaded for forgiveness, acknowledging his foolishness. The Lord, through the prophet Gad, presented David with 3 dire options as a consequence of his actions. David chose to fall into the hands of God, for he knew of God's mercy, rather than the hands of man. A pestilence fell upon Israel, and 70,000 people perished. As the angel of the Lord was about to destroy Jerusalem, the Lord relented, moved by David's plea. David saw the angel and implored the Lord, taking full responsibility for the sin and asking for the punishment to be upon him and his family instead of the people. Responsorial Psalm. The psalmist sings of the joy of forgiveness and the blessing of being reconciled with the Lord. Acknowledging sin and not concealing guilt brings liberation and mercy from God. The Lord is a refuge and a source of protection, delivering those who trust in him from their distresses. Alleluia. The words of Jesus remind us that his sheep hear his voice. He knows them, and they follow him. This is a call to listen and adhere to the voice of the Good Shepherd. Gospel. In the Gospel of Mark, Jesus returns to his native place and teaches in the synagogue. The people are astonished by his wisdom and the mighty deeds he performs. Yet, familiarity breeds contempt, and they take offense at him. Jesus remarks that a prophet is honored everywhere except in his hometown, among his relatives, and in his own household. Due to their lack of faith, he was unable to perform any mighty deeds there, except for healing a few sick people. Jesus marvels at their unbelief. In these readings, we are reminded of the gravity of our choices and the importance of seeking God's mercy. Like David, we must own up to our mistakes and turn to God's compassionate forgiveness. The psalmist encourages us to find joy and reconciliation with God. In the Gospel, we are challenged to recognize the prophets among us, to honor the wisdom and works of God in our midst, and to respond with faith. May these scriptures inspire us to a deeper faith and a more profound understanding of God's mercy. Let us go forth with hearts open to the transformative power of God's Word in our lives. Follow me.